Hi, I'm Larry with Adult Construction. Originally got brought out to this customer's house to do a full encapsulation in the crawl space. While in the crawl space to start our work, we realized there's a lot of wood rot. Two of the reasons why the wood rot was here. First, your downspout right here for your rain downspout goes right here to a little square that the water has nowhere to shed for. So it literally just shed into the wood. One of the other reasons why it rotted the wood was because when they originally put the deck, they put the ledger board right up against the house. And when you're building the deck, you have to give a ½ inch standoff so there's room for the water to shed down there and it won't ruin your wood. They didn't have the standoff, so we ended up having to cut the stucco apart, change the shear behind here, change the mud seal, change the rim joist, change the floor joists, and then lasted it back and put our stucco back on. Put original stucco first, painted it, matched their texture, put it back together, and this is the final look of this. Once I started doing the stucco work, the customer brought it to my attention that the fireplace on both sides of it had big bubbles from the original stucco. I scraped off all the bubbles, and then down through here we ended up with mud seal and rim joist rotting at the bottom. Once we opened it up, we had shear all the way to the expansion right there. So we had to totally remove that and redo the whole thing. But as you can see, I scraped that down, added a new texture, painted it back the right color, and the face of this right here was the same exact way, and there's your final look. The original problem with the downspout was the water had nowhere to go, so it literally sat right here and it just sucked its way into all the wood, which rotted the wood. Well, now we gave them ADS, which runs out to here with our sump pump. That's the out of our sump pump, which is on the inside of the crawl space. That will bring any water out. Well, now we've tied into here, so every bit of the rainwater will go into our ADS, which then runs over here. It runs underneath the deck. Right here is where you see it coming out, and then we'll bring it right to here. And this is our landscape, which we always put on the end of any ADS that we're traveling from the house. Every bit of the water will run right here, and inside here we have a sump pump. Once the water goes into this hole, our sump pump kicks on, and then it brings it to the other side of the house. Okay, so originally when we got here, there is a sump pump down there, but their sump pump didn't work. So the backyard flooded every time. So we removed their old sump pump, we put a new sump pump in. They had originally taking the ADS all the way out. It was put here before the steps and everything was built. So if you follow over here, the other end of their sump pump was not supposed to be, but draining into the neighbor's yard. We don't want that. So if you kind of look right here, they had it ran right there to the neighbor's house. So we latched onto them, tied into their ADS, and then we created our own drain system to get it out to the front yard where we want the water to be. I didn't have any other option to do besides this because you got your post and your concrete, so you really can't dig and bury it. However, the customer is very happy with this. The water comes out to here, comes out of our landscape right here, and then literally take it down his driveway. And now every bit of the water from the backyard will make it into the front yard where it belongs. The way we could have prevented this whole problem was if the deck was built right to begin with, got your ½ inch standoff from your deck, the water will go back, you would never have had this problem. So if you have a deck on your house, you might want to have somebody look underneath. If you watch your downspouts, make sure the water gets away from the house, and check your deck, make sure it stood off at least ½ inch, then you shouldn't have this problem. But if you do have it, call us and we can fix it. Originally, this wall had bubbles on it as well, so we scraped the bubbles down, we retextured it, repainted it. Now it matches the house, everything matches, and our job here is 100% done. Our customer Bob, who has been such a great guy to work for the whole time, he's here as well just to give his little bit of input on what he thinks of our company. Bob, what do you think of Adult Construction?
This company was really good. From the very beginning when they did the estimates, to Larry communicating with me constantly, and we're very pleased with the job.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Larry.
Another happy customer.